Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Cassio Hudson. I'm currently taking a boot camp with a company called General Assembly. So we are currently working on React. So this is the second project that we were working on for in this boot camp. This uses React Bootstrap for CSS formatting. Axios for HTTP requests, in video bar graphs and line graphs, which you can see right there. Moment.js, which is useful for dates, and then that's basically it. That's it's all JavaScript. It's all npm. So without further ado, let me just show you what this does. So this is connected to the Chicago crime reporting database, essentially. So the cops will do something, and then they will report it to this API. The original data source is this right here. So this has some dashboard stuff that tells you, it's like these are the crimes that have been reported. These are the types, arrests right here, districts, so where it happens. But I was more interested in what factors dictate when crime happens. The reality is that criminals aren't some kind of nebulous, unknowable force. They are humans who are impacted by reality as much as anyone else's. So, what factors go into when they commit these crimes, why they commit these crimes, is something that I'm very interested in. So, this current readout that we have right here shows, so today's date is August 4th, so this just shows you what crimes have been reported between 2001, which is when the data starts, and 2020, so which is now. And so this shows you a readout of what types of crimes are taking place today, essentially within the last 20 years. So it's mostly theft, battery, criminal damage. There's some much more heinous ones like sexual offense. I think there's like prostitution, offense involving children. So that's maybe like abuse, homicide. So someone just straight up being killed. So essentially what it's saying is that in the last 20 years, 32 people have been killed on today's date in Chicago. So these buttons right here allow you to, so this needs to load real quick, there it goes. This allows you to change the date to going backwards. So this is, and then you can go the other way. Here's the 5th. So largely these crime numbers are pretty similar. But then you have this date picker right here that allows you to switch the dates to new dates. And then down here, which I think is a pretty interesting layout, is days with the most crime, the days with the least crime. So if you notice, for whatever reason, apparently the first of the month is always, except for June 15th, the first of the month is always the days where most crime is reported, which I don't really understand. And then the days with the least crime are December, near the end of December. The funny one here is obviously February 29th. So that only happens once every 4 years. So that's going to have way less crime than any other date. But that's just an anomaly. So the real one is Christmas. So funny enough, the most crime days are apparently New Year's, and the least is Christmas. So that's an interesting thing. to look at, and then we can click the buttons right here, and that will bring up the actual dates on this one. So down here, going further down, we have a layout of all the crime data that has happened throughout the by month. So this is July 2002. This is July 2013. So we can. It's an interesting thing is that crime is going down. So 2020 is all the way down here, I imagine, because of quarantine. But like even 2015, 16, you know, as you go up, you go back in time. So crime is going down, which is nice. But in addition to this layout, you're able to click on the legend right here, and then it'll bring up this. So this is the single year. So this is crime in 2016. By month. So this is the single. So then we can then click on the single months, and then that will bring up. So this is the crime by month, and notice that the first of the month almost always has more crime reporting than any other day. Not sure what that's about. And then we can still keep going. We can still dig in more and go into a single day. So now this is the crime that's happening on just that day. And then, so this is between 12 and 1, 48 crimes were committed. Same here. It goes down like 6 a.m. You know, there's not a lot of people doing anything. So here we can click on this last one right here. And this will bring up. This is all the crimes committed on September 17, 2016, from 10 a.m. to 10:59 a.m. So there's 24 of them. These are the types that are involved in them, and then this is a more complete layout of the actual crimes that are going on. So they tell you longitude and latitude, whether an arrest was made, and spoiler, arrests usually are not made. The block that it's done under, the FBI code case number. This gives you a little more of so this is deceptive practice with credit card fraud, theft under $500, assault simple right here. But a useful thing is that we can then click these buttons right here and zoom out. So now we're back at September 17th, and we're back at September 2016, then all crimes in 2016, and then all crimes again. And then we can dig back down if we want to get all the way back to where we were, or we can. Oops, I was looking at the wrong one. Or we can switch it to a different day. So, yep, there it goes. But yes, this is or a different time technically. So that's pretty much my project. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, I think that's about it.